This is an explanation of the policies and procedures document for English 12 and the English 12 portion of CAP English 101. So here's my room number and the classroom extension if you're somewhere in the school. This is my voicemail and my email. I'm going to use Remind to communicate with the class pretty much on a daily basis, and you can click this link or go to this link to sign up for Remind. Parents and students are both encouraged to use that, and we recently discovered that there's a chat feature which allows you to ask questions or send a picture maybe of your screen or an assignment, and that I will get on my phone. It's totally anonymous. It doesn't give your phone number or my phone number, but it lets us use the phones. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and like the Facebook page, and you'll get those in your feed. Course materials, all you really need is to bring any books that I've given you every day. You don't need to ask if we need the book, bring the book every day. We really don't need anything else. You can have a storage device like a USB, but you really don't even need that. Our attendance, you should be in the room and ready to work when the bell rings, which means be a minute or so early. You're not allowed to bring food or drink into my room, into H206, so please leave any food or drink in your locker or on the little desk that's right outside my room. I didn't talk about attendance bonus points when I went over this in class today, so I'll tell you that now. For each quarter, which is each 10 weeks, a maximum of 4 bonus points on your quarter average can be awarded to you. To earn a bonus point, all you have to do is be in class on time and remain in the class for the whole period 10 days in a row, 10 consecutive school days. Any kind of late or absent, no matter what the reason, will start your 10 days in a row count over. If you're sent out of class for any reason, which rarely happens, I think I've sent one person out in 5 years, start your count over and you forfeit any previously gained bonus points. Of course, at any point, I reserve the right to modify this. If I feel like it needs modification, I can do that. The number one reason students are successful in English 12 or CAP English 101 is regular attendance. You should make every effort to make regular attendance a priority and set all your other appointments for after school hours whenever possible. Absence from class does not extend any due date for any assignment, so please plan ahead. Late or missing work. There is no late work accepted for credit. All work is due when called for in class or specified in Moodle. Any time after that is a 0 in your quarter average. Missing work may be included in your final portfolio for credit towards the final exam grade, but it doesn't add any credit back to your quarter average. If you miss a quiz, you must arrange with me a maximum of 1 day after the quiz to make it up, and that needs to be taken in my presence, not outside of class. Plagiarism, of course, is stealing or even just borrowing someone else's words or ideas, and that includes from the internet, a book, or other people that you know, and calling them your own. Of course, you can cite things if you use them, but anytime you put your name on something and you don't give someone else credit, that's plagiarism. It's very, very easy for me to figure this out, especially with all the electronic tracking and data and all the things that we have in Moodle and all our other sites. So please, if you're stuck, ask for help. Don't just simply turn to copying. If someone does plagiarize, they receive a 0 for the assignment with no chance for makeup, and depending on how serious it is or how frequent it happens, there's a disciplinary consequence. So I monitor everything by electronic means, and we'll make sure that we don't use that as an option. Academic integrity. Any student caught in the act of or determined to have participated in any form of cheating, including giving of answers as well as asking for or receiving answers on any assignment, quiz, test, or exam during or outside of class, gets a 0 on that assignment, and that includes the person who gave the answers and the person who took them, and disciplinary action as stated in the plagiarism section. The English 12 classroom is a computer lab. English 12 students must retain their PCS computer access through responsible behavior on the network. Loss of computer or network access does not excuse any student from the work due for this course. You may not use the computers in H206 unless a teacher is present, and the internet and acceptable use policy are posted on the school website. All assignments, written and non-written, have a common core standards rubric associated with them. These rubrics are given to you at the beginning of each assignment. Students who are missing any amount of work at the end of any marking period could possibly receive an incomplete. And an incomplete is the same as a failing grade when it comes to credit for the class and or high honor roll, etc. So you want to make sure that you are current and things are in order. Grades and averages will be available on the Moodle site and in the eSchool student and parent portal. It's your responsibility to check the Moodle site or any other site for what work is due and to keep track of due dates. I'm not going to give out any lists of or reminders in that way. We work with a point system here in English 12 and Cap English 101. I'll explain that in a minute. But basically, this is how your course grade is calculated. 2 times your quarter 1 average, 2 times your quarter 2 average. The portfolio and the exam average together count for 1 time, so 20% of your grade, all divided by 5. So if you had 90 for first quarter and 85 for second quarter, you got an 80 on the portfolio and a 70 on the exam. We divide that by 2, and then it all adds up to 425 divided by 5 would give you an 85 course grade. English 12 courses are 20-week courses, so you need 2 of them in one way or another. Each student must complete 2 semester-long English 12 courses in order to satisfy the New York State graduation requirement for a 4th year of English Language Arts, unless the requirements are met from other coursework. At the end of each semester course, students will compile a portfolio of the work completed in that course and take a final exam. The final portfolio and final examination assessment will count as 20% of the course grade. It is extremely important for students to complete all the assigned work for the course on time. Failure to complete all the assigned work will seriously jeopardize your opportunity to graduate with your classmates. So keep track of your required coursework. This page I didn't talk about in class today either. If you would please fill it out, sign it, and have a parent or guardian sign it and bring it back to me. Feel free to note any questions or comments that you have on the bottom of that sheet. Retain the rest of this, the other 2 pages for your information. And that is the English 12 Policies and Procedures.